Alright, welcome to Comic Connections. Wow, that was a flashback. That was a big flashback.
You fucked comic book store.
Yeah. I almost remember the number, and I don't remember the number. Do you remember the number?
Woodlawn Avenue, or...
No, the phone number. We say it all the time.
No.
Wow, you don't... We said it every day of the show, or every time we tape. But anyways, this is a UVN, this is Mike, this is Peanut, and this is a part section we call UVN Flashback, and one of the issues I want to talk to you about buying in the dollar bins if you ever go to the cheap bins and just want to pick up something just for a nostalgia trip. It was Captain America 390. And well, there's pics and stills is going to be shown in here. And the reason I'm saying to pick up this book, because, not to put any of the artists and the writers down, but it was just ridiculous everything that was happening in the book. I read this book back in, what was it, 91? About?
Yeah.
In the early 90s, and I remember reading this book because I only had a few in my collection over and over and over again. And now then when I read it today, I was just like, oh dear God. I was like, what was
It's one of those stories where the artist made the men's shoulder pads just as big, if not bigger, than the women's shoulder pads.
And the
artist, God, they were some big shoulder pads.
And I would give it Rick Levins. I don't even know if they're spelling his name right, because it's R-I-K, unless that's what sometimes they made a lot of spelling errors back. I do remember that. So.
Yeah, because back then nobody cared about writers or artists.
Do you remember the writer? The writer of this book was Mark Greenwald.
I know that name, yeah.
What does he do now? Okay, that's one of our things. If you can tell us what he does now, then maybe
you can tell us what Mark Greenwald's doing now. Or if you are Mark Greenwald, let us know what you're doing. But I'll have you on the show.
The small basis of story from what I got of it, even reading it again, is a lot of super villains and superhero women. They basically make this feminist group of sorts, and I don't know. You could say they're anywhere from just every anti-man establishment, basically, and that's where their part was like, whoa, wait, what's going on? And Captain America had an affection for a character called Diamondback, and she was a villain, and she was a hero, and then she was a villain.
Yeah, she flip-flopped a lot.
She was crazy.
Played the edge.
They were doing back then with these books, with everything, with every Superman to Lois. Go ahead. With every Superman to Lois Lane, there was a Batman, Catwoman, Captain America. They always tried to give him a love interest, and World War II, that kind of thing happened. There was
it was like around the same time, Spider-Man and Mary Jane, Clark and Superman and Lois Lane. Everybody had to have a couple.
I hate to say it, but Captain America, I think, was one of the worst to do that with.
Yeah.
If you can see Diamondback, he was in love with her, and somehow something happened in the book, because this is a 6-part series, and I had to read this, part 4 or 6.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know, it's a 6-part series, so if you do pick up this book, in the dollar bin or 25-cent bin, you might could find the whole series, because I never got to finish it off. Anyways.
There you go. To the ladies, both of you who watch the show, this is the book for you. This is Feminist Power. It's the ladies putting the spec down on Mr. Captain America.
Yeah, but once you see some of the ladies that they fight,
wow.
The only thing I give credit to the artist was you could tell in the impression of Perez, because there was one scene, the second page or whatever, he does draw all 50 ladies that they fight. Him and his sidekick character Paladin, who I only knew him from this book, and that was it. That was all. Here's a picture of Paladin with his little laser gun. I don't even know the origins of
Paladin. Cool enough for a hero click.
Yeah, he was just the basic wisecracking sidekick of Captain America for a bit.
Yeah.
But anyways, they go on this boat that has nothing but super-powered villain and women, and they try to get Diamondback back. Wow, that was a tongue twister. And something happened to her where she got amnesic and beaten up or whatnot, and they don't win. They don't get her back basically in this book. But the fighting, the action scenes were cool in it for its time, and the wisecracking from Paladin was I don't know. They were just your cheesy early '90s, late '80s kind of
Yeah, and you gotta love the cliffhanger where the women scientists have Captain America and Paladin,
and what they want to do with them, because
they could kill them in classic Austin Powers fashion. They could kill them, but what do they want to do?
Let's see if he knows. What do you think they want to do with Paladin and Captain America?
The women powers that be have Captain American and Paladin.
You can't think nothing, Richard, can you?
Reproduction.
No, even worse than that.
We want to turn Captain America and Paladin into women.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, yes. So that is why is this my Mortimer of the
Captain America chick.
Yeah. So, and the only reason I bought this book is this was the book I had next to whatever 3 or 4 books I had back in the day of comics, and I was like, wow, I read this over and over again. Him and Paladin fighting a whole bunch of chicks on the boat. Yeah, I was trying to go for a Mortal Kombat reference there or something. A bunch of martial artists going to
it's like a bad Barda ripoff.
The one chick is
it's the brainhead kid from the cartoon The Tick. Look, it's his real mom. Like down here in the corner, if you look at that's his real mom. Come on, there's people out there who watch The Tick who know what I'm talking about. It's what was the kid's name? Brainchild. The kid with the dome for the head. You can see his brain, and he was wicked smart.
Go with that.
But there's his long
so
lost mom.
There was my flashback the week or the month or whatever, and so there you go. Just for shits and giggles, I would say pick that up. But for a good read, I would say I would pick up one of Mike's. If you've seen Mike's review, pick up that one. So, right now.